everyone, I'm Melissa here and welcome to your Melissa Moment. Hello everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to your Melissa Moment and welcome to Make It Monday. We're in my kitchen. I got sun coming through that window. I apologize. There's nothing I can do about it. But I thought we'd make something today. And actually, I need to apologize because I've already made something today and I forgot to take you along with me. I'm sorry. I should have. I went to make bread today in my bread maker. Now, I haven't made bread in a long time. And I had everything. I was ready. And then I realized I have no yeast. Of course I don't. So I went online and Googled, can you make bread with no yeast? And apparently you can, but it is supposed to be a lot denser. But desperate times. So I did go ahead and I made a bread recipe. No yeast, no kneading, no rising. It was pretty quick and easy. I haven't tried it yet because it literally just came out of the oven. So let me just show you real quick what it looks like. I mean, it's a nice golden brown. It smells like bread. Now we're going to let it cool. And then later we'll see what it's like. So I apologize. I didn't take you along for this one. So let's make something else. Let me make it up to you. I'm just going to leave these here for a second. We are going to make, not from scratch, but just something quick and easy. I found some lemon pie filling in my cabinet. And I decided, let's make lemon meringue pie. I love lemon meringue pie. I don't know if my daughter does. I know my husband doesn't. My daughter might try it. We'll see. But I found this. And you need 3 eggs. And I just so happen to have literally 3 eggs that I wanted to use for some sort of baking. So let's do it. My oven is ready. First thing we're going to do. No, I'm not making anything from scratch today besides the bread. We have a frozen pie shell, okay? We're going to pre-bake this. So first thing, we're going to just kind of poke holes in the sides and the bottom. Let me grab a fork. So we're just going to poke a few little holes in here, nothing crazy, just to kind of help with air and stuff as it bakes. Okay. We're going to stick this in there for like, I don't know, 10 minutes at 400 degrees. We'll probably check it at 8 or 9. Let me put the timer on. We'll put the timer on at 8 just to give it a little peek. See, I don't want to burn it. And then let's go ahead and make the filling. Super easy. I'm pretty sure I've done this at least once before in my life, but I don't remember. So you're going to take your Jell-O packet. You're going to toss it in a saucepan. Okay. You're going to take 3/4 cups of white sugar. Toss that in there. You can put less sugar if you want. Obviously, this is a lot of sugar. But it's a treat, guys. It's a treat. And then we're going to take 1/2 cup of cold water. We're going to mix that around. Look at that beautiful yellow color, you guys. Can you see it? I don't want it to I don't want to spill, but it's gorgeous. Okay, we're going to incorporate all of that. You just want to mix it. You want that sugar to start dissolving. You're going to have it over medium heat, okay? And we're going to bring it to a boil on that medium heat. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, I forgot the egg yolks. Silly me. Have a water. Let's just blend in 3 egg yolks. Let's grab the eggs. Okay, so we want 3 egg yolks. We also want to keep the egg whites. Don't throw those out. You're going to need them for the meringue. I am horrible at cracking eggs. I always get shells, so we're going to do our best not to. So we're going to do our best to separate the yolk from the white. Okay. And then once we feel we've done that, we're going to put the yolk in. God. Oh God, you guys. So many shells. It's fine. It's fine. Do your best. I'm like, oh good, you guys can't really see what I'm doing, so you can't see the mess I'm making. Good. Oh, that one cracked nice. I like when they crack nice. It's when they don't that I have a problem. Okay. Try to get all the whites. Okay. Good. Toss that in there. Wash your hands because it makes a mess. Whisk in those egg yolks. That makes the color even more yellow. Okay. Now we're going to add in 2.5 cups of hot water, not boiling, just hot. 2.5 cups of hot water. So just turn your tap on, let it run till it's hot. Use that. 2.5 cups. I'm probably going to take the saucepan over to there so I don't spill water. So 2.5 cups, guys. Half. One. Half. 2. And a half. Okay. Now, obviously, this is a lot of filling now, but that's okay because it is going to cook down a little bit, so don't worry. The color of it is a really nice butter yellow now. Really pretty. That sugar has already dissolved. Okay, so now we're going to let it come to a boil. We want it to come to a full boil on medium heat, stirring constantly. And then you want to cook it and stir it until it's thick. Then we're going to cool it 5 minutes, stirring twice in that 5 minutes, okay? So this is going to take a bit, I think, because we just have it on medium heat. It's going to take a little bit to come to a boil. So I know it says to stir it constantly. I'm just going to, I'll be back, don't worry. Just cleaning up. Okay, we still have our lovely yolks here, or sorry, not yolks, whites. Okay. I'm going to take the bread and move it to a cooling rack. So sorry you guys missed the bread. I don't know what I was thinking I'm just using a bread machine. No one wants to see that. And then when I had to pivot, I didn't think to bring you along, but I definitely should have. So just so you can see the bread, like it is gorgeous brown. Can you see the steam coming off of there? It smells good. I really hope it turned out. Like it, yes. it's obviously denser. Okay, our filling here is starting to boil. I'm going to try to do this quickly. I don't want to burn it. I can feel it already thickening up. It actually thickens pretty quickly. I can already feel that thicken. What did it say? Cook it for how long? Cook until thickened. I mean, it's already feeling thick. We'll cook it a little longer just because we want to make sure those egg yolks are fully cooked. We don't want anybody getting sick. Yeah, it's really getting thick. Like when you start to move the whisk and you can see the lines that the whisk leaves behind, that's how you know she's nice and thick. You don't want to take it off too soon. Let me just peek on that pie shell. Yeah, it's looking good. We can put it on for another minute or so. We don't want to take it off too early because then you're going to have a runny meringue. Or not meringue, a runny lemon meringue pie. Nobody wants a runny lemon meringue pie. You want to be able to put your fork through it and it stays in one solid piece. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this now. We're going to take this off the heat, turn our burner off. We're going to put a timer of 5 minutes to let that cool. And we're going to stir it a couple times in that 5 minutes, okay? I got to grab a drink, guys. It is hot in here. Okay. It's all coming together. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to take that pie shell out, and then we're going to let the pie shell cool as well. I'm going to grab a little tray here, just because I want to let that pie shell cool, and by putting it on an elevated cooling rack, we'll get airflow underneath it as well. Okay. So here's our pie shell. You can see it kind of puffed up a little bit. We've got some bubbles. We've got a light golden brown. It's not too brown, which is good because this will be going back in the oven to brown that meringue, and I don't want the edges to get burnt. Okay, so now we got to make the meringue. So we're going to preheat the oven to 425. We're going to stir our filling. Can you see? It's nice and thick. Nice and thick. Still piping hot, but that's okay. Now we need to make the meringue. So we're going to need a bigger bowl. We're going to need sugar. It's a quarter cup. Okay, I gotta reach over you. Hang on. We gotta get a big bowl here, guys. Okay. Our bowl. Excuse me. Now we also need a mixer. I'm just gonna use a hand mixer for this. Let me find my hand mixer. So I'm going to put 3 egg whites. into this bowl. It doesn't look like much. Like, it does not look like it's going to be enough. But don't worry. Trust me, we'll be good. Let's give this filling one more stir because we wanted to do it twice in that 5 minutes, and we've got about a minute, 20 seconds left on that timer. Yum, yum. Okay. Let that sit. Got our egg whites in the bowl. We got to find our beaters. Let me tilt you guys down so you can kind of see. Don't worry about the mess that is the mess. Our oven is ready. And it can just stay there. We're not in a rush. We've got like 47 seconds left on the filling to cool. So I'm just going to cancel that timer because we don't need it anymore. So first things first, we're just going to beat these until we get, I think, stiff peaks, right? Until they get foamy. And then we're going to gradually add in a 1/3 cup of sugar until we get the stiff peaks. Let me get that sugar ready first. Okay, guys, it's going to get a little loud, but we are going to beat these until they get foamy. Just start on low and then bump it up. See the foam? See how they're getting foamy? You're going to keep going, and you're slowly going to put in some sugar. Don't go too fast, otherwise you're going to have issues getting your stiff peaks. It's going to continue to foam. Just go slow. This is not a race. It's a marathon, okay? You can bump your speed up a little more at this point. A little more sugar. More sugar. Do not rush this process. You want stiff peaks. Do you know what a stiff peak is? You see how we've got that happening there? We're almost there, but not quite. You want to be able to turn this bowl over and have nothing fall out. So let's keep going. Okay, you see that? That's what I would call a stiff peak, okay? And if I turn my bowl over, right? Nothing's coming out. That's a stiff peak. That's how you know you're there, okay? So now, you're going to be tempted to lick your finger, because I am. Don't do it, because it's not cooked, okay? It's not cooked. So now, we are going to take our filling, give it another little stir here. We're going to put our filling into the pie crust. Which it's cooled. Okay. This is also a deep dish pie crust, which is really important. You need a deep dish because this is, as you can see, a very full pie. Okay? She is full. Okay, I'm gonna taste the filling. That is good. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to take our meringue and put it on top of the pie filling. Now you can get fancy with it. You can do different designs. You can do whatever. I know, like my mom, when she used to do it, she would make little peaks. You can do whatever you want. You can just smooth it out nice. I'll probably just smooth it out nice, okay? Now, because this is already really full, you're going to have to be careful, okay? Let me just make sure I didn't miss any steps. Yeah, spread over filling, and then we're going to bake it at 425 degrees for 5 minutes or until it's lightly browned. You want to keep an eye on it, okay? Everyone's oven is different. We know this. And then the hard part. You want to cool it at room temperature for 4 hours. That's a long time. 4 hours. Then you're going to stick it in the fridge. Now, I know that's the hard part, but trust me, you have to be patient. If you try cutting into this thing before you've let it sit for 4 hours and before it goes in the fridge, it's all going to fall apart. I know. That's why we're making this now, so by supper time, she'll be ready. Okay, so we're going to just start by putting our meringue and gently, okay, you want to just gently place it on top of that filling. because she is full. And we just want to gently, okay? And then you're just going to kind of gently move it around, okay? This is delicate business. Now you can go all the way to the edge, or you don't have to. Everyone does it differently. I like to go all the way to the edge. This is where it takes a little finessing. Don't rush it, okay? We're not in a hurry to get this in the oven or anything. It's fine. Everything's okay. Okay? Just take your time. No rush. Smooth it out. Okay. Okay, so we've got the whole thing covered nicely. Okay, nice and smoothed. Now we do have some more in here, so we don't want to waste it. So we're just going to go back in, put that right on top, and now you can kind of do little fancy waves or, you know, design if you want. You do still want the meringue to kind of be on here even. You know what I mean? So you kind of just want to make it look kind of even. Do whatever. If you want to make a design, you can. You don't have to. You can also make it smooth. I'm just going to kind of tap it a little. Just kind of tap it a little with my spatula. Just lift it up all the way around. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. All these things. Okay. 5 minutes in the oven at 425. Let's put it in and see how it is. So you gotta be careful when you move it because it is very full. But this is what she looks like. Okay. And gently put it in your oven. 5 minutes. But keep an eye on it. Okay, I'm just gonna clean up. We'll come back and pull it out of the oven. And then we gotta be real patient. Be right back. Okay guys, we're gonna pull it out of the oven. It should be a nice golden brown. Hopefully it's not burnt. Let's double check. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. You gotta be really careful with it because it's very full. But it is a gorgeous golden brown. Like, it is, I don't know if you can see it jiggle. It jiggles. Okay, it needs to set now. So now comes the patience. Okay, so now comes the patience. We're going to leave it here. It has to sit for 4 hours at room temperature. And then we're gonna put it in the fridge so it can completely set before we cut into it. So important, you guys. Okay, let me just set it over here on an elevated cooling rack. Okay. So this should be ready just in time for dessert after supper. I'm so looking forward to it. I'll take a picture of the final product once I cut into it, and we'll see if we can insert that picture so you guys can see what it looks like once it's fully set and once we cut into it. It's always nerve-wracking when you cut into something like this because you want to make sure, like, is it set or is it not? I've had it before where I've cut into it and it's just ran everywhere and it has not set properly. So hopefully that won't be the case today. But that is it for your Make It Monday. I hope you guys are having fun and making fun recipes in the kitchen. If you have been and you found a recipe that's amazing and you love it, please share it with me below. I love to try new things. And yeah, that is it for today. Again, I apologize I didn't take you along on the bread journey. But you know what? While you're here, should we cut into it real quick? Let's cut into the bread real quick and just see. I think it's cooled enough. Let me grab a cutting board and you guys can at least see the final result. So here it is. Now we do know it's going to be denser than like a regular sandwich bread because there's no yeast in it. If you're wondering what I used instead of yeast, it was baking powder. A lot of baking powder. So let's cut into it and see. It is still a little warm, so this may kind of flake a little bit, but let's just see what happens. Okay. Not too bad. Okay. This is the end, obviously. But this is it. I mean, it is still spongy. It is fully cooked, right? Let me grab a little butter here. Hang on. Might as well do a taste test, right? At least we can taste test the bread. Now, it is a little heavy, okay? I get that, okay? But really, it's all about the taste for me. So let's give her a go and see what we think. Okay. It's not bad. It's not the same as if we used yeast. It definitely is more dense. And don't forget, this is the end piece as well. But the flavor's pretty good. It's not horrible. I would eat this. I think this would be really good. It reminds me more of, and I guess in a sense it is, a biscuit, right? If you've ever made like baking powder biscuits, same thing. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like a biscuit. And it does have the texture of a biscuit too. So this would be really good for like having with soups, dipping in chili, using this as like a garlic bread, or for French toast, something that you want a little more kind of filling and stuff. That's what this would be good for. But this would be really great in a chili. Maybe I should make chili. Ooh, that sounds good. Maybe I'll make a chili because this bread would go great with it. Okay. I'm not mad at it though. Like, it turned out pretty good. Considering I had to come up with a plan B real quick, I think we did okay. So again, thank you for watching this Make It Monday. As always, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.